Life is a highway. Grab your trench coat, throwing it on you as you and Jack race to the hotel and up to your room, only for the housekeeper to stop you in the hall. If you're looking for your things, they're at your front desk. Your party had me pack them up when they checked out an hour ago. No. We weren't scheduled to leave until after. Why would the bus leave so early? If they've only just been gone an hour, they can't be too far away. He's wearing that in the hotel. Checking your phone again, you scan the missed email notifications from Jean. Until urgent change to Denver itinerary. Jack snatches the phone from your hand. So you knew about this? Of course not. Your club took my phone. Cover the ground between you in an instant, thrusting your fingers into his chest. I'm sure I'd have seen the email if you hadn't dragged me to the Club Depraved or whatever. But you just had to quench your raging libido. He grabs your hand, ripping it away from his chest as he backs you in a nearby wall. His breath ghosts your face as he leans in with a growl. Funny, you didn't mind my raging libido when you were in the playroom, now did you? You let your eyes flicker to his lips and recall how soft they felt against yours before pushing him away and heading towards the elevator. Let's get our bags. We need to figure out how the hell we're gonna get to Denver. After trading keycards for your bags at the front desk, you try Salas again. Hey, just checking it. Still in Vegas? Still need a ride. Hang up, Estrella. He's not gonna answer. There's gotta be someone that can help us. If we're gonna make it to that show, we're going to need wheels. How? If Paps find me getting coffee newsworthy, they'd love to know I went to a car rental place and slapped down my Amex after visiting a club. Who said anything about renting? What are you gonna do, buy? You walk to the curb and jut out your thumb, assuming the typical hitchhiker's pose. As long as you're okay slumming it. I mean, you can be kind of a diva. I'd join you, but gotta keep a low profile, remember? I'll just sit back and watch my manager work hard for me. But even a few feet behind you, you can feel his gaze on your back, warming you. Put my thumb in my mouth. Sure. Nobody's stopping. Maybe it's my thumb. You slowly bring your thumb to your lips and suck on it. He lets out a low whistle as your tongue swirls around it. I didn't expect that. Are you trying to catch a ride or cause a wreck? Finally, a truck pulls over. Windows roll down to reveal 3 men. Of course it does. And a backseat stuffed with speakers, amps, and instruments. Let me guess. Musicians? You know it. We're making our way east for a gig. I'm Ray, this is Jake, Andy. I'm Estrella, and my friend and I are trying to get to Denver for a show ourselves. We can fill your gas tank in exchange for a ride. As soon as Jack steps up next to you, the musicians' jaws drop as they exchange looks with each other. Ray? Is that Jack Kennedy? Did you really just pick up Jack Kennedy? Please keep this down on the low. We don't exactly want this getting out. Yeah, he's on hard times. There's one thing our band's good at. It's totally getting unnoticed. Hop in the back. We'll take you as far as we can. You and Jack hop in with your bags and squeeze between the subwoofers as the truck starts ahead. Before long, your eyes begin to drift shut. Don't stay up on my math. It was a long night. You should get some rest. Bumpy drives aren't ideal for nodding off. Jack wraps an arm around you and pulls you against his pecs, close enough to hear his heartbeat. Jack, you did the work of getting us a ride. The least I can do is make it less bumpy for you. You make a show of reluctance, but the truth is the heat of his embrace is too hard to resist. Before long, you're asleep in his arms. When you wake up, the truck is pulled over at a gas stop. You hop out and spot Jack inside, while the bandmates argue near the pump. You guys pull this every time. One of you has to come up with the cash. I filled it back in Vegas. There's no reason to argue, guys. I got you covered. Least I can do. You hand Andy the last of your cash and head inside to freshen up. You come out of the restroom to find Jack changed and browsing the aisles, zebra cakes in one hand and powdered donuts in the other. When in doubt, go with the donuts. My dad would only let me get one snack on road trips, and those were always my go-to. You and me both. I used to go through tons of them when the band would tour. Sounds like we had the same childhood. Honestly, I'd kill for what you had. I hated seeing my parents struggle. That's why I'm so career-driven. I'm determined to make a name for myself. He nods, letting the sentiment sink in. Well, if you ask me, you're well on your way. He sets the zebra cakes back and holds up a package of powdered donuts. To family. A fluttering hits your chest and you respond with a warm smile. To family. You head to the counter, and as he pays, you focus on the newscast playing on the television screen above the cash register. Wanted robbers on the loose. Aren't those the guys we're riding with? Not anymore. They're leaving with all of our stuff. You and Jack rush outside, but it's too late. The truck is already hundreds of yards ahead, leaving nothing but dust in its wake. Damn it. I have all of my stuff. My laptop, my purse. My wallet was in my bag, and I just spent the last of my cash. We are so screwed. For a moment, panic settles in, but you shove it down, letting righteous indignation take its place. No, we are getting to Denver in time for that show, come hell or high water. Without a second thought, you set out, heading east, and Jack calls after you, bewildered. What are you doing? What does it look like I'm walking? Question is, are you coming or not? Oh, you're gonna walk to Denver. Good luck. Hours pass. The harsh desert sun beats down on you and him, and the empty wrappers are all that's left from your snack run. I'm tired, I'm sweaty, I'm hungry. I don't think we're any closer to Denver than when we first started. Jack points to a nearer distance. This may be my exhaustion talking, but I think that's a bar up ahead. You squint to better focus and catch your second wind. Oh, that's no mirage, it's real. You enter a dive bar, country music twanging in the background as you and Jack sink into a booth. A waitress comes by. Welcome in. What can I get you folks? Hi, Kiara. It's been a while. We're starving, but we kind of don't have any money. Honey, this is a restaurant, not a soup kitchen. Wait, what if my client here sang for her meals? Jack quickly pulls you aside. What are you doing? I don't sing country. Come on. I've never known you to step down from a challenge. Did you forget Billboard and Variety once you called you the voice of a generation? But if you don't believe in yourself... Jack turns to the waitress. Do you have a guitar I can borrow? There's one in the back. Tell you what, you two make this joint lively and I'll get you some food started. The waitress fetches the guitar, and moments later Jack's standing at the front of the bar tuning his borrowed guitar. Tongue twist. You've played venues across the world. Getting people in a little dive bar out of their seats should be a piece of cake. Jack looks out at the blank faces staring back at him, all dressed in denim, cowboy boots, and hats. Shakes his head with skepticism. This isn't my typical crowd. I'm gonna need to come up with something on the fly, and I'll need their participation to do it. They're gonna love it. Good luck. You give him some space and check out the crowd for yourself, suddenly concerned. I'm Jack Kennedy, and my manager Estrella and I are in town visiting, we'll say. I'm working on a new ditty. It's about hitchhiking, and it goes a little something like this. Oh no. You got this, Jack. Hitchhiking my way out east, no cash to my name, just a broken heart and my pain. Hitchhiking, is that what you think we do to get around here in Utah? Jack looks over at you and you nod your encouragement. Sat on the back with the wind in my hair. Who could have known there'd be a fork in the road? A foil to my plans. There's a deafening silence. I know the feeling. Anybody? You get robbed by a loser you're stupidly trusted. Jack flashes a knowing smile. Sounds like you're speaking from experience, little lady. New friend was a snake. Turns out he just wanted my bags. Took my new phone to boot. This music does not go with it. You see a few patrons begin to take their boots against the floor boarding, or wood flooring. Oh, wood. Blech. Sing it, Jack. I hate this. Now the music changed. So I popped a squat near the roadside, fear setting in alone with my thoughts. Thinking about a girl. And Jack hold a shared smile, amused by both the subject and the fact he's winning over the bar. Make sure she's pretty. And she's from Utah. Flashes a light, I can see her smile, looking back at me. All the good times we had, those bars in Utah she loved. Every one of you idiots better drink to that. 'Cause I've got a case of the hitchhiking blues. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my duet partner, Estrella. Oh, I hate you so much. You shoot him a glare, but before you know it, the bar patrons have shoved you to the front and are helping you on the stage. Oh, now I gotta do it in two different voices. All the good times we had. Those bars in Utah she loved. A loud, obnoxious voice cuts through the music as a lumbering, red-faced man storms the stage. Enough of this damn sing-along. I want to hear some real music. Get these soft-ass Hollywood types out of here. You soft-ass Hollywood types aren't cut out for these parts. I need you and this little John Denver wannabe to leave. I'm sorry you feel that way, but the man gives you a hard shove. Well, this is going to end well for this guy, sending you sailing back. And as your heart pounds, you're distantly aware of the music stopping. Keep your hands off of her. Jack lands a solid punch, but the heckler swings back, landing a blow to Jack's face. Chaos erupts as more bar patrons get involved. Bar fight! The bar stool goes flying, and in the mayhem, you manage to grab Jack and drag him away from the melee. Jack, what the hell were you thinking? As a man? I thought I was protecting your honor. Yeah, by messing up the face of the talent. If you can make it to the show alive, what are you proving by punching anyone who insults you? That you're tough? I mean, he didn't insult him, he literally laid hands on you, but I digress. You're the one who's always saying we're on the same side, or whatever. That's all I'm trying to prove to you. The chaos of the bar seems to fade into shadow. Nothing's left to focus on but his wanting stare and the flutter of your own heart. Suddenly your waitress and burly man who had been tending bar appear in the doorway, looking weary but unsurprised by this result. And that's why we can never book good singers. For what it's worth, I liked your song. I didn't. As Jack tries to laugh, the sharp pain sends him doubling over and wincing. Your heart sinks. I'll get things back in order. In the meantime, you can head to my apartment upstairs and clean them up. Nobody will bother you up there. It's nothing. I barely even feel... Ow. You poke his cheek, right below the bruise, and he winces, proving your point. Come on, Jack, you took a punch from me. The least I can do is show you my gratitude. Whatever. You usher Jack into the kitchen and sit him down at a table. Don't move. It's my turn to make sure you're okay. You fetch a first aid kit from the cabinet. Through the corner of your eye, you see Jack begin to slip his shirt off. I thought I said not to move. If you're coming to my aid, I figure you should get a full view of my injuries. He punched you in the face. Seriously, is your face your abs? Your eyes drift to his well-built chest, pecs begging to be touched. You maintain a poker face, aware of his eyes on you. Sit back and let me get to work. You fill a rag with ice water and approach. Up close, you truly see the extent of his injury on his chest for the first time. His teasing look shifts into a wince, either from the rag dabbing above his eye, or the realization of the poorly masked concern on your face. I'm good, Estrella, seriously. What if I'm not? You keep finding new ways to scare me, new hells to put me through. I'm the one who got hit. Don't you think I deserve a more gentle bedside manner? Give him more than he bargained for. Why not? You stand and step in between his legs. He looks up at you and sucks in, his breath heaving. You know you're a complete idiot for what you did, right? You lean over and massage across his upper body and chest, looking for any hidden bruises or cuts. What can I say? I live my life on the edge. You take hold of his arm, your breast teasingly inches from his lips. Sometimes I can't help but let impulse take over. You massage over his bulging biceps and down his muscular forearms, internally heating from the closeness. And your impulse nature is gonna get you seriously hurt one of these days. You reach for the injured hand through the punch, and Jack yelps from the pain. Ow! See? You take the ice pack into your hands, determined to chip away at his armor. Brace yourself, it's gonna feel cold again. You bring the ice pack to his eye and he hisses through a smirk, fighting not to recoil. Just focus on me and breathe. Oh, maybe I like the sting. You grab his face with your other hand and direct his gaze on you. Then you're gonna like this. For a moment, your eyes stay locked as you press the ice harder. You note how tightly his hand grips his knee and how the imprint pressing from his pants. You think you can take it? It'll go numb in 3, 2, 1. You let out a sigh of relief, or maybe disappointment. Hold it in place for a few more minutes. You're awfully good at this. Then again, it wouldn't surprise me if all your past boyfriends have gotten into fights for you. So you're my boyfriend now? I did... You know what I mean. Got him. Satisfied, you start to step away when you feel his hand at your wrist tightly. What? Did I miss an injury? We should probably get you to a doctor if you're still in a lot of pain. As a matter of fact, yeah, I think I'm feeling some other bruises. You're just trying to prolong this, aren't you? I mean, you can't expect me to be thinking straight, right? I just got nailed in the face in an enormous bar fight. You deserve some... pampering went on. You step behind him, sliding your hands along his bare back. How does a full body rub down sound? Strong hands for those tense, sore muscles. Am I dreaming right now? Nope, my big, brave boy deserves a treat. You first knead his tight shoulders and move down tenderly. You can't see his face, but his quickening breaths betray him. You revel in the ripple of his broad back, but not more than he revels in your touch as you massage all the way down his back. Oh, yeah, right there. By the time you've reached his lower back, his body is like putty in your hands. Turned on at his loss of control, you can't help but move your hands lower, then around to his waist, and finally between his legs. There's more where that came from. Oh no. Jack leans into you, practically panting with anticipation as you spread his thighs apart. Before pulling away and walking off to return the first aid kit to the counter, leaving him wanting. But if you want the rest of the massage, it'll cost another act of bravery, getting to your own concert on time. You're such a damn tease. You catch a reflection in the window. Your face and clothing looks worse for the wear. It occurs to you how much worse you'd look if Jack hadn't stepped in. Seriously, Jack, don't ever put yourself in harm's way to protect me. You're my client, not the other way around. We're a team. That's what teammates do. He fights through the pain and walks over to you, resting a supportive hand on your shoulder. You try to ignore the butterflies in your stomach as we watch him walk off. I'm supposed to be the leader of this team. Instead, I just keep failing. I never should have taken this job. Jean is chomping at the bit to snatch all this away from me. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Jack takes your face in his hands, wiping away a falling tear. I really had no idea you felt this way. You wouldn't know it, looking at you. You expect to feel his strong arms embrace you. Instead, he stands you up, ramrod straight. What are you doing? You're entitled to feel your feels. It's important to get it out. But I will not let you wallow. Yes, I asked for a manager who would make sure the show went on no matter what. But I didn't say you had to do it all alone. What does it even matter now? There's no way we're making it to Denver. It's over. The hell it is. Yeah, today sucked. But I've been on the receiving end of your relentless determination enough to know that if you want it, there's a way. Jack. Your heart hammers and your mind races. His eyes flutter to your lips, punctuating the tension in the room, when suddenly... I got things settled out down there, and Marvin's officially on the ban list. Y'all okay in here? Me, I'm swell. Ready to get back on the road and get to that show. What about you, Estrella? The warmth in his eyes makes you smile, and despite yourself, you nod. Oh, good. Now we just have to make it to Denver in, 6 hours? I might be able to help you there. I'd hate for my rude customers to be your last impressions of Utah. The bartender drops a car key in your hand. Make us proud. He willingly gave you a car. Hours later, it must be nice, you've crossed the Colorado state line and exit the highway onto the town's main street, right into bumper-to-bumper traffic. Seriously, at this time of night? Estrella, I've been in traffic. I think this is something else. A street race. Several more cars have arrived behind you now, blocking the entire street. The sound of revving engines fills the air. You know what? Screw it. We've already broken laws today. You put the truck in drive and hop the curb, driving past the blockade and using the shoulder lane. Jack shoots you an incredulous grin. Huh, weren't you just chastising me for getting myself in danger? Now you want to be dumb, Toretto? You should talk, Mr. Motorcycle. I'm just going to go around them. No harm, no foul. You step onto the gas and sail past the cars lined up at the race's starting line, swerving back onto the main street. Don't look now, but they're all coming after us. Having taken your arrival as the signal to the start, the expensive sports cars behind you are furiously speeding towards you. Then I'll just have to swerve across the lanes. Yeah, no, don't do that. Flash the hazard lights. It may throw them off their game just long enough for us to take this home to victory. Say less. Jack flips on your hazard lights and washes to see if it does anything. It's working. They're actually slowing down. You step on the gas until the pedal hits the floor, your speedometer steadily climbing. Just ahead, you see a sharp turn coming. What do I do? You're the one driving, lady! Take your foot off the gas, but don't brake. As the turn approaches, you follow his instruction, but still come dangerously close to hitting the curb. Steer the wheel. I'm trying. Jack puts his hand over yours on the wheel. They steer you further left. You clear the turn, then Jack checks the rearview mirror again. We lost some ground with that turn. One of them is about to pass us, coming up on your left. Flash the driver, trash talk him. In for a penny, in for a pound. When the car approaches, you lift up your shirt and flash the driver. Her jaw drops and she lets her foot off the gas. I can't believe I just did that. So all this time, all I had to do was race you, huh? 100 or so meters later, you cross the finish line. Oh my god, we did it. You pull off to a side street and park, your heart's pounding, adrenaline rushing through you as you turn and face Jack. Well, that was, terrifying? Exhilarating? Hot. For a singular moment, your gaze meets Jack's darkened eyes. The atmosphere in the car tints, the air thick with possibility. Then something within you snaps and you give in, pulling him in for a kiss rife with intensity and desire. Your mouth compete for control as you run your hands through his hair. He slips a hand under your shirt, rubbing the small of your back. So much for emotional strain, huh? Shut up and kiss me. We will go as far as we can because you two. You nip his bottom lip. I don't remember saying anything about emotional strain. You must have misunderstood. His hands go further up your back, nearing your bra. Oh, is that what it is? A misunderstanding? You come up for air, holding a sultry gaze. If you want to ruin me emotionally or otherwise, have at it. In fact, I welcome it. He smirks, excited by the challenge. He hauls you over the center console and into his lap. As he does, you see him wince. You're still hurting. I guess that means I'll have to be the one who ruins you. Don't worry, I'll be gentle. He straddles his legs with a bawdy grin. Well, as gentle as I can be. Don't hold back on my account. You lift his shirt up, revealing the bruise on his ribs. You touch it with a soft hand. Is it still tender? A little. Jack helps you lift his shirt up over his head, tossing it aside. Your eyes zero in on his rippling abs and hard chest, nipples erect. Now I have you right where I want you. He brushes hair back. The question is, what are you gonna do about it? You lean in and kiss him, mouth opening wider with want. Jack grabs you by the waist, hands working their way up to your breasts, but you push him back against the seat. Holy. Sorry, but this is about me taking control. You look down at his bare skin, running your hands over his from his waist up to his chest. I should devour his neck. You drop to his neck, sucking at the pulse. Wow. Swipe back and forth with your tongue. You like that? Oh yeah. Then you're gonna love this. You suck down harder and his whole body convulses. Just before it's sure to leave a mark, you release. I want more of your lips. You bring your mouth to his, pressing so hard his head hits the headrest. Whoa. He tries to lean you forward, but you don't budge, tonguing the outline of his lips, savoring the taste. So sweet. You then push off his shoulders and sit up, amorous glee on your face. And now... it's time I play catch-up. You tug at the hem of your shirt and slowly lift it up over your head, his eyes glued to your body. Good call. Aware of his gaze, you flash a flirty smile. Are you sure you can handle more? Jack nods with confidence. YouTube, however, probably can. A lot more. Should tease him by revealing more skin. You run your hands down your stomach, his eyes carefully following every second. Is it just me, or is it getting hot in here? Your fingers reach for your waist, and you lower your bottoms with a shimmy of your hips. Scorching. You should really do whatever you can to cool off. Like this? You tuck the fabric down, giving Jack a full view of your silk panties. His expression turns lust-filled, and you feel yourself begin to dampen. I can't take it anymore. Jack grabs you by the waist hard and grinds his hips against yours. We did things in the car that fogged the windows. So what happens now? Do you turn into a pumpkin or something? What are you talking about? You know, since you broke your rule about not hooking up while on tour. Nothing happens because I didn't break my rule. We didn't have... Oh, sure, but we both know you would have if you could have. And really, isn't that the same thing? You meet his gaze, wanting so badly to wipe that smug look off his face. Until you look over his shoulder. Jack, look, the bus. You hop out of the truck and towards the bus, but Jack pulls you to a stop. Before we catch up to the crew, I need to tell you something. I don't know how or why, but I'm telling you, Gene is trying to sabotage us. You meet his gaze with compassionate eyes. Jack, I know you don't trust people easily, but I have your back. Whatever's going on with Gene, we'll figure it out, but for now, let's go. We have just enough time for a sound check. Suddenly, your phone pings with multiple notifications. Wait a minute, the web alert I have on you, article after article claims your Denver show has been canceled. Oh, isn't that fun? Probably Gene again. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head in the description. Plenty of things to check out and ways to support. With that being said, today we're actually live streaming this on Twitch. So if you're watching this within the next couple hours, we're probably still live. So continue, come on over here and you can actually see the uncensored things that can't be shown on YouTube because they're YouTube. You know, it's okay. We don't have to explain this. If you've been around long enough, you know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.